Welcome to the Welcome to the Uncultured Rules podcast. It's your boy. What's that shit? Loud as
Too loud. Too loud for you. A little too much.
that shit was. Yeah, it was too loud. I'm like, damn. All right, that's better.
Well, I
man.
said he couldn't hear, so I just started turning him up.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, no, it's all right. Welcome to the Uncultured Rules podcast. It's your boy 17.
It's your man H.M. Hersham Bawu. What up? What up?
It's your boy G Fly. What up, though, my babies?
Welcome to episode 49, the enslaving. No, I'm joking.
What?
That's an off joke comment. I mean, off mic joke, off joke comment, whatever. I'm fucking tired.
Caught you off guard.
And they seen me fucking jump on camera because I didn't know where it came from.
That was genuine.
Yeah, fuck you.
This nigga is...
I don't like how this show is. Hey, let's start over. Let's
Nah.
This nigga in his comedic timing. Right?
let's just start over. Let's reshoot this shit because it ain't. No. No.
Say, all right, go ahead. Say your name.
This is just as bad as the first episode, man. As bad as this episode 1, bro. Y'all ain't heard episode 1, don't bother. Anyhow.
It's called Genuine.
Thank God there wasn't no video then.
Yeah.
Yeah, audio only.
Yeah. Anyway, man, I ain't gonna ask y'all how y'all week was because we already know it was a bad week for them 19 kids that got murdered.
Living in America.
And then the 2 teachers that died trying to protect those kids.
Yeah. RP to them.
Yeah.
RP to everybody who lost their life.
Yeah.
Teacher's husband that died from grief. Had a heart attack.
Yeah.
It's just a bad situation all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad, depressing shit. It's a sad, depressing ass country sometimes.
Sometimes.
A lot of times.
I say about a good 96%
a good number
of the time. Yeah. It's only been 4% of the time that's been all right. It's all right, not good, and it's been all right. This is just from one black man's perspective.
Good number of times.
Yeah. So, definitely, thoughts and prayers ain't gonna get it done.
Yeah, it's just the same shit. Like, we can't be comfortable. I mean, get, desensitized to people walking in and shooting kids.
Kids
Like
of all
that,
people.
like, where's the line?
Shooting anybody though.
Yeah, anybody,
But especially
kids. If we can't do some shit about this now, like, ain't no hope for this shit. It's just gonna get worse and worse.
So that's gonna because we didn't really want to spend too much time talking about the Texas shooting because primarily on our last episode we talked about the New York shooting.
Yeah,
it was like it's just like Jesus Christ.
Shit is happening like every week,
10 days apart.
Damn near 2 weeks.
Yeah, the shootings happened 10 days apart. We got to the New York shooting a little late because we was off when it happened. The day it happened, we was off that day.
Yeah.
So we touched on it a week later, but and then as soon as we talk about that one, then
This one
happens.
Exactly.
It's just like
God,
this
man.
shit is insane.
God, man.
That's what it is.
They down here tearing shit up, shooting your children, throw the whole world away, Lord.
Yeah, that we at that point. Like, if we can't protect children, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I told you.
I heard some crazy shit about the police acting like taking a sweet ass time to get in there to help.
Yeah, I heard
kids.
it was police that went in there to get their own kids.
Get their own kids.
Ain't that some shit?
I mean, that's some horrible ass shit right there.
You a
I
police
know you
officer.
love your kid, but still, you know what I'm saying? It's kids, period.
You're a police officer. Your job is
Yeah.
to put your life on the line, protect others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because even though it would be hard to fight that instinct, but if you are an officer, if you putting yourself in that situation, and I mean, obviously, none of us are police officers, but if you sign up for that role,
Yeah.
you know,
You should know what you're signing up for.
Yes, my instinct would be I want to go get my kids, but you also have to take into consideration these are other people's kids too.
Yeah.
These parents want their children to make it back home. These kids want to live.
Yeah.
Other people want to live.
Man, as a police officer, if I was a police officer, of course, I want my kid to be safe. But to make my kid safe and the rest of the people safe is to neutralize the target.
Exactly.
Like if I gotta find a target, and if he done already done damage, I gotta make sure he don't do any more damage.
Exactly.
They said it took like an hour for them to get in there. Mm-hmm. Like if somebody come in the building shooting kids, ain't no negotiation, none of that shit. Yeah. You go in there and shoot it out with them till dead.
Find them, put them down, man.
Ain't got time for all that shit. That shit is crazy.
Somebody said they called 911 and I don't know, 911 didn't really take them serious or they hung up on them or something.
I heard
I heard a story from somebody. I'm not sure if it's true though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of things.
I think you might be talking about the Buffalo. The one.
Oh, no, I got it mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said one of the ladies inside called 911 and the dispatcher hung up on her or something.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because she was whispering, like, I ain't gonna yell, he gonna shoot me too.
Right.
Stupid motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. But you know what? And I know that sounds terrible. I'm not going to completely fault the dispatcher because they get a lot of prank calls. They get a lot of people doing asshole type shit. I've heard it with my own ears. Some of them. I know.
The seriousness of that job.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
It's just you. The reason why I'm not going to completely just go in and bash them is because they get a lot of prank calls, and there's no telling how many prank calls that already happened that day prior to that or the day before or that week.
One of the things you could tell the difference of one from the other is if multiple calls coming in from that same area.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody else from in the area heard the shots and was calling the police.
Yeah, because I'm just not. I'm not going to be that guy that just completely bashed the dispatchers because you have to take into consideration what they deal with. They're not all lazy and inconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are there to do their job and take it serious. But when you try to take your job serious and you get these assholes, they think, it's a joke. Oh, well, I can't find my remote, so I'm going to call 911. Like, I heard that before. Literally. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? This is for real emergencies. What are you doing? And that's, I don't know. Is that a crime? If it's not, it should be.
Should be. Yeah.
Like, the fuck are you doing?
I think you can get in trouble for that, I think.
So they probably calling from phones that ain't traceable or something.
Yeah, well, that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
Some throwaway phones, like an Obama burner.
But, it's saying this. And the sad part is, we doing this show today. And it's going to be released next week. So what? Today's, we don't usually reveal the day we record.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna leave them to imagine.
Yeah. So there's no telling, there's no telling when, there's no telling what's going to happen next week. And I pray another one doesn't happen.
Right.
What we were talking about off mic is just like, I heard someone on the I think it was a congressman. I'm drawing a blank. I forget this guy's name. But anyway, he was saying on the news basically like he's lying to his children because he's telling them like lying to them, telling them they're going to be safe in school.
Right.
And that's what he said. He said I found myself lying to them like like I told my kids this week, I'm like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Like, you're not safe in school.
Right.
This is why you have to be aware. This is why you always have to watch your surroundings. If something don't seem right, you need to be letting somebody know something. And if ain't nobody doing nothing about it, then you need to make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
You need to make sure you're all right. I don't give a fuck if something don't seem right, and you feel the urge to need to get to safety, don't worry about getting in trouble. Don't worry about walking out no classroom. Don't worry about none of that bullshit.
Right.
And like, hey, I heard some shit. Sound like I heard something. Hey, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful with that.
Who's the governor
Of
Texas?
Greg Abbott. Bitch ass.
Who's the who's the what's his name? Who's Ted
Cruz is the senator.
He's the senator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody caught his ass eating lunch, and
ran down on him.
Yeah, ran down. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
He was posing with him like he was taking a picture. He started going in on him about gun control.
On him about gun control. Like, yeah, they shouldn't be comfortable.
Told him, man, these kids' blood is on your hands.
Right.
No, it's true. And they still went to that NRA meeting.
Yeah.
I think ain't that where you ran down on him?
I think it was probably after it or something. Because he was in a restaurant or something or eating.
Either way, and that ties into our first topic is about gun control. I mean,
perfect segue.
Yeah, perfect. Really perfect. I'm a fan of gun control. I really am. And I'm a registered gun owner. I own guns. But it's like there needs to be control because everybody doesn't need to have a gun, especially if you ain't got it all up here.
True. Yeah.
We can't call ourselves a civilized society.
We can't even get to that point though. Like,
what you mean?
We can't even get to the point. Like, we ain't just talking about handguns. Mm-hmm. We can't even just cut out the fucking assault rifles.
Right.
The military style shit.
Right.
Like, who the fuck needs that? You know what I'm saying?
AR-15 should not be so accessible.
Right. Yeah. No. Sane or insane. Right. Nobody don't need that shit.
and people look like, well, how you gonna get them off the street? Same way Australia did is a buyback program. You offer up the cash and shit. The way shit prices going up now, motherfuckers need that cash.
Then you get caught with it after that. True,
but we live in America. People love their guns and they not gonna part with them like that.
Yeah.
So it's
but like you say, it need to be stiff penalties put in place for if you are found to have these weapons. There is no there is no trying to negotiate or say it's no.
You know what they need to I guess AR fall under the rifle category, so it make it so more easy, like accessible.
Yeah, like
like a
hunting rifle.
Yeah, like a shotgun.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
but it's not that.
Not the same.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they should make it, put it under another category.
But the person who designed the weapon specifically made it for it was a weapon of war.
Yeah, for the war.
Because the what were they using in Vietnam? Was it the M4 or the M16? I'm not sure. But he saw that whichever one, whether it was the M4 or the M16, whichever one they were using in Vietnam, he saw that it was inefficient. Yeah. And it wasn't basically wasn't getting the job done the way it should, which is the AR-15 shoots a smaller caliber of bullet and it does more damage than the I forget. I'm drawing a blank. I heard M4 and then I heard M16. I don't know which one.
It was already crazy when the K's was on its first hit the street.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody really need an AK.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
But and the reason I would want one is just because everybody else has one now.
Yeah, that's the
and it would be only for self-defense purposes. But if you say that. If you say that out loud, you get criticized. Like right now, in this era, in this time we in, because the stigma out here is that the AR-15 is the worst gun, and I'm not defending the weapon by any means. It is a weapon that does not belong in the hands of the civilian.
It's not. They giving the gun a bad rap, so they can figure out how to. That's I think that's them being emotional because everything going on, and so they trying to put a bad rap on the gun so they can try to get rid of it. That's not the problem. The problem is making sure certain you got certain criteria in order to get certain guns.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be talking bad about the AR-15. It's just serves its purpose for what it serves its purpose for. It's about making sure people can easily have accessibility to this gun like that.
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
You know what I mean? You can hold down your house with a hand pistol,
Right?
or even a shotgun. Yeah, but you don't need no AR-15.
And speaking on that, that reminds me.
Or a K.
That reminds me of what they were talking about on the news about how this one person had the police outgunned.
Yeah.
The fucking police were outgunned.
Yeah, why are you allowing citizens to buy shit
That ain't no. They was outgunned back in the 80s where, especially if anybody ever watched Cocaine Cowboys, that's one of my favorite documentaries, by the way. The police was crazy out, like the firepower that those dudes had down there over what the police had. They had them little revolvers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the 80s, like late 70s, early 80s. These dudes walking around with them little police revolvers. And these dudes, they found the truck that had semi-automatic weapons.
Like the Uzis and stuff back then?
Yeah, in a truck. It was like, they call it the war wagon.
They was even outgunned back in the Al Capone days when they had the Tommy gun.
The Thompson.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like now you talking about, some police departments are trying to get them or getting them so they can stand up to those threats. But it's like, why is the solution adding more guns?
More guns.
And not only that, see, they're talking about arming the teachers. And I've been hearing people talk about this online, So let me get this straight.
They scared to do that.
You want to give the teachers guns, but you want to also burn books. You trust the teacher to have a handgun in the classroom, but you don't trust them to teach curriculum to your children. You guys want to ban critical race theory. You guys want to throw out books from Black authors who bring up the oppression and the history of race in this country. You're more afraid of the book than the gun. That's American logic for you. That's an American logic for your ass. So for anybody that's watching us internationally, don't come here.
Yeah,
you don't want to come here.
They got to prioritize better.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't believe the bullshit.
Critical race theory is not something we should be worried about right now.
Absolutely. But don't believe the bullshit America spreads out. Like
I'm sure they already know that.
A lot of
other
other countries starting to understand like y'all kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah, because America's really good at marketing. America's great at marketing, and
I say it all the time.
I'll tell you, it's not what you think. You come here and you want to go back home.
Yeah, like
if you come from a if you ain't running from
a
war,
developed country.
I think that American marketing is going out the window anyway, because they got in other countries they got like commercials, like feed the children commercials, but kids over here in America.
Oh damn!
People in America.
That's a.
Little Timmy.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
One of the richest countries in the world.
Little Timmy's
can't feed the kids.
Little Timmy's going through it in the United States of America.
That's a damn shame. We got all this shit over here. America wastes and throws away more food than any other nation on this planet.
And we got all these homeless and hungry people.
But we still send money over somewhere else.
Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying it's crazy how these other countries, they have like 1 or 2 mass shootings. They changed the laws and shit don't happen again.
Exactly.
Like, what is the disconnect here?
The disconnect. The disconnect is this. I'm gonna be honest. These are my real, genuine thoughts. Yeah. America fucked up. America fucked up after the Civil fucking war. You tried to make peace with these racist redneck bastards. These people that are staunch defenders of the so-called Second Amendment, these people that walk around and are not in favor of gun control would have been the same people that fought for the Confederates in the Civil War. And what I'm saying is, y'all were so busy trying to maintain and hold together the Union. You were all trying to coexist as one. What ended up happening is you allowed these people to take power over time. Generation after generation after generation, their power grew. Their power began building. And now the problem, and because it ain't about, it ain't about party. Well, it is now, but it wasn't always about party because the parties flip-flopped. Democrats used to be the bad party back in the day, and Republicans were the good party. It's not like that now. The problem is Republicans now. Republicans get in the way of any vote that has to do with not just guns, with anything. The fuckers voted against baby formula. They voted against the domestic terrorism bill. I mean, they vote against everything. If you don't believe me, go look up their voting record. Go look up and check everything that Republicans vote against. They are the problem. And as long as they are in power, we will never see change. You can say whatever you want about Democrats, but the one thing I know about them is they at least make an effort. They at least try. Joe Biden already announced that, they're trying to forgive $10,000 worth of student loan debt. Is it enough? Of course not. But hey, at least you're doing something.
I mean, he said that, but is he gonna do it?
No, he is. They announced that it's gonna happen. Maybe probably sometime in August.
All right, because a lot of people was waiting on the other thing you said you was gonna do, Sleepy Joe.
But at least he making an effort to do something.
Yeah.
And for the people that want to sit up and bash Democrats, okay, well, ask yourself, what the fuck is the other side going to do? Because I can tell you straight up, Republicans ain't gonna do shit for you if you're not a rich white man. Straight up, they're not doing shit for you. Democrats ain't perfect. Democrats are a big tent party, which means they have a lot of people to cater to. Blacks, Latinos, Jews, some whites, women. They have a big tent, a big coalition of people who they are trying to appease. You are trying to, and every group that I name has their own issues. Yeah. So it's like, shit, okay, we didn't get to you this time, but hey, if you elect us, we'll try to get to you next time because we got to handle this. We got to take care of this abortion shit. It's like Republicans don't have that problem. It's white people. You know how to handle that. Oh, all we got to do is blame the other. Look, the black man's taking your job. It's not the rich right motherfucker who shipped your job overseas because it saves them money. They're paying slave wages across the over there across the ocean.
No, it's not the immigrants coming across the border.
Exactly. Right. Oh yeah, don't look this way. Oh, don't blame NAFTA. Oh, even though NAFTA is what set the shit in place, so they incentivize sending jobs overseas. They give them tax breaks to send their jobs overseas, and then when the American worker is losing money and doesn't have a job, oh, it's these immigrants, it's these colored folk that's taking your shit. Well, we ain't got no money either. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
And these people are so stupid, they buy it. They buy into the bullshit because that's all they're being fed. Yeah. And they don't bother to look for other perspective. Because that racism that I talked about, that shit that they got in their heart, that hatred blinds them. That's their blind spot.
They use it to their advantage.
And they use it to their advantage, which is why we're not going to get, to bring it back full circle, like our last episode was called, so we don't get completely off script again. Yeah. That's why you're not going to see any movement on gun control, because you keep electing Republicans. That's why. It's not the Democrats. And we ain't talking about Joe Manchin, bitch ass.
Well,
they ain't going to never vote on nothing.
Exactly. They don't vote on anything that benefits the people. Yeah. They literally brought up a bill. They tried to bring up a bill to prevent Joe Biden from signing the executive order to forgive student loan debt. The Republicans literally tried to bring up a bill to prevent him from doing this. When I read that, I'm like, are you shitting me? So wait a minute. Even though he's making a half-assed effort to forgive the student loans, you trying to bring up a bill to make it illegal for him to do that? Are you shitting me? What are you saying? No, don't forgive these niggas' debt. Oh, but we could wipe away the debt for the banks
easily.
We can give tax breaks to the rich.
Yeah. Yep, we could bail out the.
We could bail out the auto industry and we can bail out everybody else, but no, not you niggas.
Not the people.
No, not the people. Oh, no.
We ain't gonna do shit for the people.
No, not you.
Y'all asking too much now.
You want gun control? What the fuck is that? No.
It's hard.
And my last point that I'm going to make is so funny that the NRA, what is it called? The National Rifle Association. That was it called. That's what it stands for. Yeah. Isn't it ironic? Y'all are a gun association, but you wouldn't let guns in your little meeting. No guns.
No guns allowed.
No guns. So when Trump gets on stage, right? You're a gun association, but you can't have guns to come to this meeting.
I wonder why.
I wonder why that is.
I wonder why you don't want guns.
Wonder why you don't want guns in your meeting.
It gives off hypocrite.
Major hypocrite.
Oh, Trump's on stage, and they say, "Oh, it wouldn't be safe for Trump to be on stage if people had weapons." Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. Yeah.
But you don't care. You don't care about the classroom safety, though.
No,
you don't give a fuck about that.
You know what I said to my coworker, bro? I said, you know what? You know why these politicians don't? You know why they don't move and they don't jump to do shit about tragedies like this? I said, because it ain't them rich schools getting shot up. It ain't them rich private charter schools getting shot at. It ain't schools where they kids going to that's getting shot up. Right. Because I guarantee you, if it was, this shit would have been fixed last year. Yeah. Real shit. But because it's happening to people of color, because even just people of color, lower class white folks, they don't give a fuck about them.
Not at all.
But they don't even know that. They don't.
Exactly.
They don't even know.
Exactly.
Yeah. They don't even know. See, they be some lower class white folks that be racist that don't like other ethnicities. They only they going so hard on that race shit. They don't even know the classism these folks that look like you that's up there on that level will
they don't care about you either.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
They will play.
They don't care about color, really. They care about, you know what I'm saying?
And the only color they care about is that green.
Because they get along with certain rich black folk.
Yeah.
Because, you come from wealth, you got money, you one of us.
I mean, to a certain extent.
To a certain extent. To a certain extent.
They still going to look at you like the help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as guns go, America always just had that relationship with guns. That's why I know it ain't going to be easy to try to really crack down on it because the relationship is too fucking rich. Like, it's like the other episode we was talking about, like back in the, like the cowboy days and shit. And people, like, man, it go deep.
Yeah.
It go deep. They not really about to get ready to part with certain, but I look at it like this. The pandemic should let you know right then that how Americans act when you take away certain things that they used to having.
Yeah.
See, when you told them, you got to wear a mask, you can't go out here and it's a curfew and all that, they was nothing to fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, here in Michigan, they was in there out there in the state trying to get that Gretch.
The governor. Trying to snatch Gretch up out the office.
They in there in a political space in a like with they had pistol AR guns.
Yeah, they had
you know
guns.
What I'm saying?
Yep.
They up in there walking in there with that shit.
Couldn't be black and do that shit.
Oh, I mean, go back to what was the Capitol shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they had shot it. They had mowed everybody down. It was blacks, Indians, and everybody. Oh yeah, y'all all getting killed.
So like I said, if you look at the pandemic and how they took away certain things from people and how they reacted to that, I think they gonna react the same way about gun control.
Yeah,
because to some of these folks, they just want to be able to. Hey, if I could get a gun, I can get whatever fucking gun I want to.
Well, yeah, there's a. I wish I got to start writing this shit down. This shit I hear. But there's a jackass I think he's running for I think he's in New York. I think he's running against the what's that woman's name? She's the number 3 Republican. She's I can't think of her name. But this asshole, they was saying that he's like, nah, the way he's running his campaign is basically like, oh, I should be able to have any gun. I should be able to have anything I want, even a nuke.
What the fuck?
And I'm
He
like,
said that out of his mouth?
yes.
Man, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, are you shitting me? Even a nuke?
Nigga,
He should be able to have the same guns the government has.
Anybody just off the street
Anybody.
should have
glue your mouth forever.
And this is like a real
Yes,
like,
he's running.
politician.
He's running for.
Well, these politicians
Running
get
for-
stupider and
But
stupider.
see, but this is my point. This
got
is
no hope.
mainly happening on one side of the aisle. You are seeing crazy on the Republican side.
And
you
it's
are
like just
not
crazy off the charts.
just
like,
off the fucking charts crazy. You're not seeing this on the Democratic side. The reason you not, because they like, nah, bro, we ain't giving you no traction. Like, they ain't even gonna know you running for office. We ain't giving you no type of shine, no light, no articles. We not acknowledging you. Because there was a guy in Michigan. As a matter of fact, he was here in Michigan. He was what's he calling, a Michigan or Michigan State game? One of those. He's calling one of them games, and he's on one of the local radio stations, and he said something racist. I forgot what it was to an effect, but he said something racist about about black folk, and he was running as a Democrat for one of the lower level offices, one for the state, whatever.
yeah.
And the state Democratic Party immediately came out and said, "No, you're not a Democrat. You're not one of us." They like, "No, we're not putting you on the ballot.
Yeah.
You're not coming on here as a Democrat." They released a statement like, "We don't condone that
Still
shit."
got some sense.
You
He out
we
here-
so
he out here capping, huh?
yeah. So when he was probably secretly a Republican, most likely, because you don't.
And they getting down like that now.
Yeah. They trying to co-op and
Boy,
switch
they-
parties. But that's what I'm saying.
What?
Like the Democratic Party, they don't stand for that shit. Now, they not perfect. I'm not gonna listen. I got my beef with them. I got plenty of shit that I can do 2 whole long episodes about shit that I disagree with, but you got to look what's on the other side of that coin. I see that Republican side, and I'm like, oh fuck no, I can't rock with shit they talking about. I can't rock with none of that shit. Like, I got to stick with the devil I know. I can't fuck with that shit over there. Like, I'm just being honest.
And it used to be way more, tame. Like, it wasn't as extreme,
The establishment. Historically, these people have always been around.
Yeah.
They were called the John Birch Society back in the 60s. And I read up on them, and they were exactly what you see today. They were the crazy wing of the Republican Party, but the established people, like, even though I don't like Ronald Reagan, the Reagans, the Bushes, and Nixons, and they was holding them at bay.
Holding
like,
back.
I ain't, like, y'all crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we disassociate ourselves. Like, even they knew, like, we can't fuck with them. Yeah. And then slowly but surely, like I just said, those people were never dealt with, and they started to grow and started to run for office and that's how it started to grow, because it was never taken care of.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We've allowed this problem to fester, and now we're seeing
And then Trump came in and kicked the door down.
Yeah, that was it.
Trump came in and set the blaze. He lit the match, and now everybody crazy coming out the wood. They trying to out Trump. And that's pretty much what it is. They want his endorsement, but they going on Trump. Yeah. They going on Trump his ass. And so we ain't gonna see no movement on shit. People wonder, like, damn, and like, you gotta ask yourself, like, why are you even there? If you just gonna block every fucking thing, why the fuck are you here? We here to work. Let's do something. Let's make some shit happen. You want to reduce the debt? Okay, let's figure out how we can find ways to reduce the debt.
Right.
But we not cutting Social Security. You know what I'm saying? We not cutting most of these programs that help people.
Right.
Well,
We can cut
you already
military waste. We can cut fraud and abuse. We can cut all that shit. But you trying to cut these main programs that people need to live.
People suffer.
You're gonna make people get the fuck out of here.
You already know if it's not fully for the agenda, they not about to even try to debate with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this is what I believe. This is what it is, and I'm not giving no giveaway on it.
Yeah, you're right. But again,
block everything else.
That's why we're never gonna see any movement on gun control, because people get so wrapped up in the Second Amendment shit, and I can guarantee you, 80% of the people in this country never even read the Second Amendment, right? Because the way the Second Amendment was interpreted is like, whoever interpreted, whether it's the Supreme Court or whoever, basically it don't even say it that people should really be having guns like that. It's like, yeah, you can bear arms, but it's like for well-regulated militia. You know what I'm saying? Because that was back at a time when it was written, when the United States did not have an army. Yeah. It didn't have a navy. So its citizens needed to be armed.
Yeah, they needed them
for the threat of invasion. Yeah. But now we have an army. Now we have a navy.
Army
now we have an air force. People
we don't need that.
Don't need to have that shit.
Right.
Like with the guy, the dude that shot up the school, right? He was 18, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
First of all, at 18, your brain ain't even fully developed.
Yeah, you need to at least move that up to 21.
That's what I'm thinking.
So you telling me at 18 you can't have a beer, but you can have a fucking AR rifle? What the fuck?
Make it make sense.
Well, that was only in Texas because Governor Abbott, soft ass motherfucker. Oh my God. Anyway, he relaxed the gun laws. He made it to where you didn't even need a gun license to carry concealed anymore. At that point, he basically was just like,
that ain't good.
Gun, yeah, anybody can have guns, whatever. They had the most relaxed laws, and don't get me wrong. Like I say, we own guns, and we have them for defense purposes.
Yeah,
we're not looking to go out here and just start shooting people because it's no. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I have guns is because other people have guns, and yeah, that's what it is. And a lot of people probably have that same rationale.
Yeah.
If other people didn't have them, I wouldn't feel the need to have one.
Wouldn't need them.
It's that simple. Yeah. So
at least not to carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit. But man, I the reason if I didn't have any kids, it wouldn't hit so hard. But I have kids, and hearing about these deaths, I know we said we weren't even going to talk about this shit this long, but it's all tied together. Is gun control and I'm just gonna be honest, Democrats, man, y'all gotta stop being so scary. Y'all gotta stop worrying about what the Republicans gonna do, what the Republicans gonna say. You gotta stop being afraid of the word gun control. We fucking need gun control. Ain't nothing wrong with saying words gun control. Yeah. They these people get so worried and paranoid, and because they so wrapped up in conspiracies, like, oh, well, the government's gonna come after our guns and take all our guns. Let me tell you something. The little guns you think you have, you can't do shit against the military.
Yeah, they really wanted them.
What the fuck do you think the military use?
They up there scared, but they can put something in place right now tonight, and they'll come and get your guns.
Yeah. That's my point.
Or they'll put it in. They'll pass a law. They catch you with that shit. It's theirs. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard for them to do that.
All I'm saying is
still going to get that shit up or go to jail.
Right. The paranoia that consumes people. If the government wanted to do you in, they don't even have to step foot in your vicinity. They have planes with bombs. They have other technology that we don't know about to get you done. They have biological weapons. They have shit you wouldn't even. What I'm trying to get at is your fucking gun ain't stopping nothing biological. What the fuck? I'm just saying. I'm not saying the government would do that, even though I don't put shit past the government. As a black man, I don't trust the government as a black man.
They got planes that'll damn near fly almost as fast as the speed of sound. You think your gun's gonna do anything, man?
Ain't gonna do shit.
You got little pea shooters.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't even. You wouldn't even see it coming.
You don't even know type of guns they working on now.
Yeah, we wouldn't know. You know, the government got
the top notch shit.
Top notch, top level, top
secret,
shelf, top secrets, all types of top shit.
You don't even know it.
Everything top.
You didn't even know it.
You know, and they become more proficient. Proficient. You know, they unmanned drones. You know what I mean? Like shit. Right. They don't even got to get their hands dirty no more. You know, they can kill you from 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
So the people that be going crazy with these guns is like, look, man, if they really want to get you,
if they want them, they can get them. Like they got robots. They can send a robot in and take your shit.
But I'm
what
saying,
you gonna do to the robot?
I'm saying they can just bomb the shit out of you.
That too.
You wouldn't even see it coming.
When the country want its man, he want his man.
Yeah, you just get to go.
Yeah,
when time comes. So,
except for Castro,
they couldn't get him. They don't like talking about that one.
He passed away, and he probably like, ha ha, motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
Think they would have got him if they had the technology of the day.
I don't know.
The drones and shit.
I don't know, man. He was so swift with it.
Yeah, he was a slippery character. Yeah. I mean, technology solves a lot of shit. So, I mean, I don't know. They might have. I mean, you know. But, I mean, they gave up after a while. They like, shit, we ain't no use. Failed like 70 times trying to get this nigga. Shit, ain't no point.
Just
like,
let him go.
Just let him go. He'll die eventually. Shit. Man. I mean, that's how it be. They ain't do that with Bin Laden, though. They wouldn't found his ass.
They couldn't let that slide.
Hell no. They scoured the desert.
Shit. Damn.
I mean, we gonna go from see the shiny sea to look for this motherfucker.
Yep. Ran down on them.
Yeah, so, you know, for you paranoid fuckers, you know.
Oh, even though Dick Gregory he was saying something that was so funny. He said, "You mean to tell me that the United States government talk about they been running around looking for somebody like this, and every time you see him on camera, he on a camel?" That shit had me cracking up. He basically said their ass was lying. They knew where he was.
Yeah, I mean, they knew where he was. Yeah. I mean, I've heard people joking in monologues about, he's in Pakistan. Mm-hmm. They was joking about that years before he was actually found in Pakistan. Like, they fucking knew.
They were just trying to find out a good way to do it. Or
they probably was rocking him to sleep.
Yeah. I think they were making him feel comfortable, but I also think they was using it for, let's save this for slow news day, or let's save this for something convenient, you know, when we need the country to rally behind us.
The ace.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I don't put that past the government.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as black men, we're very conspiratorial when it comes to the government because of stuff they've done to our people. I don't understand why white people feel that way about their own government. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all shit.
I don't know. They torn. It's one side. Hey, man, America is the greatest motherfucking place. And if you don't like it, go back home.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Go back home.
Go back to where you
we are
from.
home. We here. Y'all took our home away from us.
You took everything from us. Language, our names.
Nigga, we populated this shit. You took us from one home and brought us to another home, and some of us already here. I'm not letting that go, man.
You not. Every time he say that shit, I look right at him.
They ass lie about everything.
Right.
They be lying about everything.
Oh man,
they ain't gonna want to say that. It contradicts their whole storyline that they gave everybody.
Right.
So, I mean, okay, let me ask y'all, man. Like, do you ever foresee in our lifetimes some form of gun control?
I don't know.
It's tough, man. It's tough. Like,
I told you.
I was saying, when they killing babies, like, if they don't do nothing after that. Like, I don't see it happening.
I mean, this ain't even the first. We acting
like this is the second.
Sandy Hook, Santa Fe.
This ain't the first time they done killed kids.
Right.
Yeah, they had
And they
Virginia
ain't talking
shooting.
about. They ain't
Then the one here in Michigan, the Oxford shooting.
Yeah. If they ain't trying
They
to
ain't doing
change shit
enough.
after that, like
Yeah, they don't care
they
about
don't
it.
give a fuck.
You know, that old famous phrase that I ain't gonna repeat that we just joked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how they feel.
Yeah. They gonna
told you about their relationship with guns.
you see what Mitch McConnell said, we'll have a conversation about a
Yeah,
bipartisan.
I saw that.
They just saying some
They
shit
just saying
for the
that.
moment. You know what I'm saying? Until it die down.
Till it died down and go away.
You know,
Oh, look,
everybody
the
wants-
Warriors are going to the finals.
Right.
Look at this little shiny object over here. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, and while you at it, Johnny Depp is.
You're
Yeah.
right. This shit's sad. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
I told y'all, man. I can't. 24 hours. That's all I need. I know that's a segue to my to my project, but still, if God gave me His powers for 24 hours, I'm trying to tell you.
I know we got the mental illness issue, but before we tackle that, can we just stop them motherfuckers from getting guns
Right.
first,
Right.
Yeah.
and then we can tackle that.
No. You know what kills me about, they want to always use the mental illness excuse, especially on the Republican side. They want to use the mental illness excuse.
Yeah.
But you go back to who your God and your knight in shining armor was before Trump. Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was the one who closed all the mental health facilities in this country, who shut down quite a few of them. That was the first attack on mental health in this country. That's a fact. Y'all can go look that up. So I don't want to hear not one damn Republican ever talk or preach about mental health in this fucking country. I don't want to hear that shit. It wasn't the Democratic Party that shut that down. It was your party. And yeah, I'm getting political because shit need to be said, man. And when the Democrats fuck up, believe me, I'm gonna be right here talking shit.
Yeah.
Yes, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of both of these parties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm tired of both of them, but I can't equate the two at this point.
Yeah.
Because one party don't give a shit if kids getting killed. The other one does. So
Yeah, I feel.
I can't.
Yeah, I feel you. But I just feel like, man, this is a plane that's probably gonna crash, and I'm just like, go ahead and crash.
What are you looking at?
I ain't jumping in that one because I don't want to see no. I ain't gonna speak on it. You know what? I ain't even touching that one. I ain't touching that one. I ain't going on no plane with y'all niggas.
Look,
I ain't.
Make sure I got Jack.
look, man,
As long as we got that Jack, I'm good.
look, man,
coming.
this government,
You stupid as shit, bro.
this government over. I mean, this shit over with, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they just holding on to their life at this point. This whole thing, man.
So what happens when this country becomes no longer civilized and no longer becomes a civilized nation?
Find somewhere to move to.
I'm just saying, what happens?
I'm not. What I'm saying is not that it won't be civilized. It's just not gonna be the superpower that is once viewed. And this shit is too. Look at. I don't think we ever had all these type of problems like we got right now going on at one time. All at one time.
I mean, America's always had problems, but
Yeah, I'm not saying they never had problems, but all this shit at one time, all this shit.
I mean, well, I don't know, because I'm saying you got to think we weren't alive during the Pearl Harbor attack, the start of World War II.
No, we not. But I'm talking about just looking back in history.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm.
Of course, we wasn't there, but we got books. And we gotta believe half of what that shit said. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, even still, I mean, the one that I think was probably the worst in regards to the country was the Civil War, because that was actually being fought on the soil.
Yeah.
Most of the time
Only
we fighting
war.
wars everywhere else, but that one was being fought actually here. So it's like you walk outside the house, motherfuckers is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure they tried to fight in isolated places, but it was still here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You knew there was a war going on. So, and you knew you couldn't cross the Mason-Dixon line because the South and the North, like,
Two
Bloods and the
different
Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, I do it like this. All dynasties fall apart. We've seen it over and over.
You saying it's America's time to give up the empire?
It's about it. It's about time, bro.
I mean, they
gonna hold on for dear life.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm wondering.
I think it's just a paradigm shift.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm starting to see some actual shift though, because it's not. I would always ask myself, okay, who gonna take over when America fall?
We already know who the runner ups.
Yeah,
it's not what I'm starting to see signs now that it's not what I thought it was gonna be. Yeah. It's not what everybody was thinking. China, they have so many problems over there. Yeah. There's something I just discovered today. They got something called the lying flat movement. You heard about this?
The what?
The lying flat movement. Like lying flat movement.
Yeah. What's that?
It basically consists of not working, not having children.
They trying
not buying shit.
They trying to get them to not do all that shit.
No. The people.
Oh, the people are saying they're gonna do that.
The people are rejecting the government.
Oh wow.
Bravo,
so
China.
The government wants you to have
kids. Like a protest.
Yes.
Bravo, China.
By not being productive
by not
at all.
being productive. They're not working. They're not having kids. They're not participating in the economy.
Wow.
They're saying, fuck this shit.
I don't know, man. They might be doing all right for not, having no kids because, boy,
I'm saying
popping them things out over there.
That's true, but I'm saying they're not. Whether people want to admit it, they want to call what China is. They want to call them communists.
Yeah.
But the form of government they have is not a communist government. It's capitalist. It's a capitalistic.
It's
it's a mix. It's like they're more so capitalistic because
they got economic zones where they
it's more pushed because they copied America's. They seen what America did and they copied it, and they like, okay, we're gonna take that and we're gonna fuse it with a little bit of with the heavy hand of communism, but it's not communism. It's more capitalism than communism.
Yeah.
And so when people, they call them communists. No, they're more capitalist than communist. Yeah. What are you talking about? You're not paying attention. So with the lying flat movement, the people are just rejecting, like, no, man, we see the bullshit. Like, no, they're not participating. I just found this out today. I found this out a couple of hours ago before when I was skimming through shit before it was time to come here, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I'm gonna go look that up some more and research that some more. Like, I'm like, damn, that shit was crazy what I was seeing, and like people are just getting fed up with shit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't doing shit.
Bravo.
Shit.
Bravo.
Fuck it. And I saw a post on Facebook like, what if everybody stopped paying their bills all at the same time? What the fuck they gonna do?
What they gonna do?
I mean, you already, hey man.
What the fuck y'all gonna do?
You already seen what
if everybody stopped paying shit.
You already seen partly what that looked like during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why they always trying to divide us. Because the power is in people. Yeah. There are more of us than it is of them in power. I did not know that there were only like 700,000 police officers in this country. 700,000 police of a country of over 340 million. They don't, but again, we're just talking police. We're not talking military. We're not talking special forces.
Got to that point. Them devices you spoke of earlier, they'll start using that shit.
Oh, okay. Y'all got the numbers, huh? We finna get you niggas in line.
The firepower.
No, that's real shit, though. That's real shit. We may have the numbers, but we damn sure ain't got the technology. They got shit
drones
that can
and
wipe
bombs
out.
And shit.
Them niggas got shit that can wipe out big pockets of population. Damn, I'm laughing about the shit, but it's not funny.
If that ever happened, I could see them, just isolating one city.
Oh no!
And
multiple cities.
No, I mean just making a demonstration out of that one city.
I see what you're saying. Like we gonna knock a whole city off the map.
Now y'all want to sit y'all ass down?
Y'all want to comply and get back to business as usual? Otherwise, we gonna take this party all across. We gonna take this on tour and go across the country and start knocking niggas off. Bring your guns, nigga, because it ain't gonna.
It ain't enough.
Bring your guns, please.
Bring them little ARs that y'all want so bad.
You mean bring them slingshots y'all got?
I like to see an AR-15 take down a jumbo jet out the sky. Yeah, let me see you take down one of them. It's not happening, bro.
Shit, man. All they gotta do is blow up the goddamn rinse and it's over.
Oh man,
niggas gonna get back to work. I ain't got time for this bullshit.
Get your ass back to work. Damn.
Set an example.
I ain't gonna hold you up. They definitely have it within their power to make it real. Well, I mean, we have it in our power to make it hard for the government, but they have it in their power to be as inhumane as possible. Because when you start when a government starts knocking off its own citizens, then it becomes what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, nations and world leaders around the world start denouncing said country, and they don't want to do business with you, which means your economy gonna fall apart. Right. You ain't gonna be able to get trade. That's pretty much what Russia's going through right now. They losing everything. Yep. And like, they already talking, a lot of them, like, it's going to be a price for Russia. It's going to be a price to be paid. And basically it's like, y'all ain't going to be on the world stage no more.
Yeah, and nobody's going to
We don't give a fuck about you having nukes. You're not going to be able to participate. Y'all niggas going to starve. Like, we not fucking with y'all. You and China can do business together, and that's not enough to hold your economies together. It's not. China is like the U.S. It depends on
a lot of different countries.
Everything else. It depends, because they got the manufacturing power. China does. Mm-hmm. But what's the point of producing all of those goods if you ain't got nowhere to ship the shit? Right. Because there's more poor people in their country. They got, a middle class and, a little bit of a middle class, but they got way more poor people that's still living in rural areas. And they have a big homeless problem too. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They have, people see China and think, oh, that's just going to be the next greatest superpower. You have if you're not paying attention, if you don't understand the problems that they have, like, they're worried about being, because they was talking about, and we kind of getting off topic again.
I got a question.
What's up?
You think they would try to do away with just having a superpower, period?
Well, see, that I don't think that's going to happen, because somebody's always going to rise up, whether it's economically or militarily.
You don't think they'd try to figure it out where they be like, we throwing that idea out the window?
Talking about the one world government thing?
I won't go as far as to say that.
Oh shit! Oh well, they've already. Hey, that's predictive programming. They already been putting that out there. So I mean, that's already on the
if
table.
They already put that. You already know how they work. They push it out there and then.
Yeah. Oh well, the one world government thing is inevitable. Yeah. If you really think about it, it's inevitable for all countries to be able to coexist. It's inevitable. One currency.
They get tired of this old shit.
I'm saying,
it's your turn. It's your turn.
I know people don't want to hear it, and I know it sounds scary, but it's the truth. In order for everyone to coexist and for us not to kill each other, there has to be a one world currency. Yeah. There kind of has to be a one world government. And I'm not advocating it. I'm just saying, when you think about it logically, all these governments trying to run their own countries, do it individually, and then we run into problems because I need these resources. No, my country needs these. It's my country versus your country, your people are... No. If you had one supreme entity ruling over everything, then you only got one entity to blame when shit ain't going right.
Well, they might have an entity that's governed by a group of people.
Well, yeah, I would assume that it would be by a group and not just one person because I don't see how one person could run the fucking world.
That'd be too much. That'd be too much.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of people trying to knock that person off.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
That would be a mad scramble.
This is the religious folks to say that would be the Antichrist or Satan or some shit like that. But, you know.
It'll be people trying to knock that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I was like, Joe Biden had a gaffe when he said, you know, and they asked him the question. It was like, you know, are you prepared to defend Taiwan militarily? He said, yeah.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, we are. And you got to understand,
I told you.
China woke the fuck up when they heard that.
I told you Taiwan got like.
Yeah, you did. You did.
80% of
you
the
did.
semiconductors in the
But
whole
no
world.
president has like openly said that shit, which means like Biden wasn't bullshitting, bro. He ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? He not playing. Like, and this is another thing. This is another thing that just blows up their argument that the Democrats are soft, the Democrats are weak. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Obama wasn't soft. Obama wasn't weak. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think their approach is they gonna try to keep it as, you know.
Yeah. They
even
approach
kill as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll try to reach.
But at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, if we got to do it, we gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I gotta give him props for that. It's just, you know, that's sticky because it's like, look, that's not our region of the world. Yeah. But I understand why he's saying we need to protect them, and if China tries to, hey, it's gonna be some shit. Yeah. And that's
trying to get them in their pocket. It's gonna be,
what I'm saying.
They're gonna be able to really.
That's
control,
not something,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not something neither side wants.
Right.
To come to blows. China don't want to go to war with America. I mean, America don't want to go to war with China. Exactly. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. We need y'all like y'all need us. Like, it makes no sense. But, you know, I'm just, you know, I know this shit spiraled and got geopolitical and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, what
we got
time
all
at?
fucked up. You know. This is another one where we just got off script. Y'all said it though. This is what, now you see why I want structure. Now you see why I want structure on this shit, bro. We get to talking, we get to going all over the place, man.
I told you it's gonna look like that. I was like, we need just good, maybe like a good 3, and everything else could fall in place.
What we looking on time?
We a little bit over an hour. We still got a little bit of time.
All right, we gonna shift gears because we got to get to it this week because we didn't get to it last week.
We can get to it this week, or we can save it. This ain't time sensitive, so
yeah.
No, it's really not.
Yeah,
I want to hold off on that.
That's whatever y'all want to do. Man.
It's whatever. It's whatever.
We delegating today.
We gonna delegate to you.
Oh, fuck y'all. Oh man. Nah, we can get into it.
All right.
So, how you want to set that up?
Just set it up, man. I slam dunk rehearse.
Oh my god! What the fuck, man?
Delegator.
Hey man, all you gotta do is alley-oop.
Okay. So we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna switch topics.
See, that was perfect.
Like how you did that.
Anyhow. Y'all niggas, I was finna get in my zone and y'all just fucked me all up. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty.
You got a big dog.
Anyway, we was gonna get to this topic last week, but obviously we ran out of time talking about random shit just like we just did here. So this topic is designed for, what do we call it? Pick me, safe spaces. This is like the women who. This is basically for the women who stand up for men. And in our particular case, we're talking about black women who stand up for black men. So they get labeled all types of names like pick me or,
right.
What's the other terms they call these women?
Pick me is one of the biggest ones.
Yeah. So basically they calling them like a suck up or, like, oh, you're trying to just,
what would be the male? What would be the male?
Simp.
Yeah.
Simp.
Yeah. They're not simps. They just telling the truth.
Yeah.
And these women,
or telling their truth.
Yeah.
How they deal with men. I mean,
Everybody don't got to take the same approach to,
exactamundo.
you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you independent and you don't need a man, then do that.
yeah, don't need a man.
Don't need him.
Go use your dildo, and
Right.
you're gonna be fine. You know, go be great on your own.
Right.
Take greatness into your own hands.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Don't try to down the next person for the way they,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw a video of. I saw it earlier, but then my girl also sent me the video. She asked me my thoughts on it. It was a video of this woman. I guess her friend was taping her, and she was saying, "Hey, that big ring, that rock on your hand, how did you get that? What's going on?" She was like, "You know, she was basically saying that she's a stay-at-home wife." And she was like, "How did you get that? How did you get that type of situation?" She said, "You know, I made myself a better person. I got more feminine, and I submitted." And boy, they lit her ass up in them comments. Talk about get up, sis. You know, they was all on her ass. Stand
damn
up,
shame.
sis.
That's a damn shame.
I mean, man, y'all just always. Why do y'all always gotta try to maneuver somebody out the way they do shit and
Yeah.
want them to do it the way you do it?
Because
Yeah,
they
can't-
miserable as shit. That's
Yeah,
why.
they can't just have their own perspective and mindset. They want to try to change somebody else's mind. Like, oh, you ain't supposed to be doing that.
That's I don't understand it personally. I don't get it. If you a woman, what's the woman's name? Is her name April Mason? I think
Who? The one I'm talking about?
she's one of the women that I've started seeing recently. Because the one I follow is Shalakemia, but I seen another woman. I think her name is April Mason. I could be wrong, but she was on the same track doing the same things. It's like talking about well, if I want a man, then I'm going to do things that the man would like me to do for me to attract said man.
Right.
Why? And then she was saying she was getting attacked. It was like, oh, you just trying to please a man. Duh. Why wouldn't I?
Right.
Like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah, that's
My girl asked me. She was like, "What is?"
duh. What the fuck?
She was like, What is that, babe? What is that?" I said, "Listen, this is what men been asking for the last, I don't know how long. We just been like, man, we don't get it. We don't understand this.
We've been
shit.
asking this since women have.
Don't do that. Son. Don't do that.
No, fuck that. I ain't bite my tongue.
Go
We're
ahead.
gonna say that since women have been Americanized. Straight up. No. And that's not that painful.
No. I say more so. We've been really just saying that for the last, maybe 10 years since it started really being a conversation. It always been a conversation, but it's getting more divisive.
yeah, more intense.
And why is that? Because people just so strong in their bullshit beliefs.
It's a lot of things that tie into it, in my belief.
Yeah.
Women getting more power than they had before. They own more rights.
Which I'm all for, actually.
Yeah. No, of course
Yeah,
we
I'm
all
all
for
for that.
Women
We
are
all for
getting
that.
more,
Yeah.
better pay. They getting more
Absolutely.
more education.
They're actually getting more education than we are.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's not really the problem. It just I told my girl this. I think for the most part, some women, when it comes to feminism, they kind of take it far somewhere else. And then they get to start to thinking like, yo, I want to do like what men do, like be able to move how men do.
Yeah.
And then, but they want to do what men do, but they want to keep their female privileges, like things that females get away with, and they can do those type of things.
It don't work that way.
Exactly. You know what I mean? They think they can hold on to this and move like a man, and it's like, no, you can't do that. And then you turn around and you ask, well, why men that don't come at me and they don't approach us no more? It seems like men used to approach us, but because you moving masculine.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna approach that.
I said that on the show. I said, I don't need nothing masculine.
Right.
I ain't gonna repeat it, but I remember what I said.
We don't fuck with masculine energy, man.
No.
We bring the masculine energy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that simple.
We not about to, first of all,
Not trying to compete for
Right.
no.
and
You know what I'm saying?
when we said it before, what we really want out of a relationship for the most part is peace.
Peace.
And you bringing this masculine energy to the relationship, it's like going back and forth, like fighting people with masculine energy outside the house. Then we come back in the house and gotta fight another masculine energy from a female.
Yeah.
You know, it don't work like that. And then y'all be want to keep this. Y'all want to say, "Fuck that! I don't need no nigga." And then you wonder why motherfuckers don't want to open the door for you because you put it out there like, I can do everything by myself, everything.
And that's fine. Like, that's absolutely fine.
Just stay in your lane.
Motherfuckers is not gonna look for a woman like that.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna look for somebody who you know what I'm saying, wants to be feminine, and you know what I'm saying.
Just stay in your lane and don't get mad.
Right.
When you see women who do what women have traditionally done,
Right.
which
Don't
is
try
try to cater to men and try to attract a mate.
Right.
Like that's what's getting lost in this.
Well, you know, I think in a relationship, it's give and take.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I give you this, you take this, and then vice versa. You know,
pleasing
what I'm
each
saying?
other.
Being in a
Just-
relationship, I'm saying I'm coming from the approach of before the relationship starts. So we talking about the women who are too masculine and are getting upset about why they can't find a decent man or why they can't. Because I'm not gonna sit up here and say that is all women's fault. Because of course not. We got a bunch of ain't shit ass niggas out here.
See,
More so now than we've ever had.
I'm glad you said that because you know I listen to Love Dorsey a lot. Shout out to her, man. She one of them dopest females. I think if they ain't like what Kevin Samuels was talking about, they ain't gonna like her.
Yeah.
Because she raw as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she broke it down in this one thing she was talking. She was saying that females be wondering why they be dealing with some of these niggas that don't be shit, but they don't be understanding that, you know, the reason why dudes be fucking with multiple women and they don't really got their life right and all this shit, and sometimes even get to the point where they be hurting their wives or hurting their girlfriends, whatever, is because the way they feel like they keep their manhood is to be fucking these bitches like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way they got to feel like a man, because if you're not on a certain tax bracket or you ain't making a certain amount of money to make yourself feel like a man, to be productive or be seen as somebody of value, you either gonna be in the value space or the space that ain't valuable. And if you looked at as unvaluable, you basically the one around here fucking on other females, trying to get your manhood, trying to keep your manhood.
I mean, I'm sure other women would. Sure, the negative ones will probably use that as just that's just an excuse for niggas to not be shit.
But the truth is, she was telling the truth.
Oh no, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at it from the perspective.
No,
of how
I know what you're
to
saying,
it.
but I know how they, and I know they gonna respond to that. But do you want to hear the truth or you don't?
They don't.
I mean, but the truth is the truth. You gotta deal with it how it is.
I agree.
You could try to be man, try to flip it, but you can't flip the truth. It is what it is.
Well, I mean,
They just got to get No, I'm not saying that these dudes don't got to get their shit together. Of course, I'm not saying that, but I'm telling you what she said, and what she's saying is this is why they do what they do.
Oh yeah, I'm in complete agreement with that. I don't condone it. I don't condone cheating and any of that shit. But
of course not. But if you like I say all the time, things are really psychological.
Yeah.
And a grown ass man really want to, once you become a grown ass man, you want to feel like you worth something to somebody.
Yeah.
Or something.
You want
like,
to feel appreciated and like you mean something. Yeah.
So, of course, you can't put it past somebody to be, this is their manhood that they got.
Yeah.
And, this is how they feel like they got to feel like they keep it. Of course they're going to do that.
No, exactly. There's a give and take when it comes to that, like you say, in relationships and whatever and whatnot. But, for the women out here who are single, because I hate to say it, but there's a lot of single women out here, more now than in years past, unfortunately. And
there's different reasons why it's like that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not all on them, but it's not on them either. They are part of it. They are part of the reason why it's like that.
Some of the reasons not really because of dude.
Yeah, some just happy single.
Some happy single. Some
that's becoming a thing now.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
I think. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if y'all hate me. I think that's bullshit, man. Oh, I'm happy being alone. That's bullshit, man. Stop it, okay? Nobody wants to fucking die alone. Nobody wants to be by them damn selves.
I don't.
That's bullshit.
When I hear that, it depends on the person and who I'm talking to, because they might not. When they talking about they want to be by themselves, it might not be forever. They just saying, for a while, I just want to be by myself, which I say on the show all the time, before you even think about getting into something else, always take time for yourself, because you want to heal going into the next situation.
Yeah, but when they say that, that's not how they coming at it. That's not how they coming at it. Like, it's a temporary thing. They basically like, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. That's how they come. They come at it with an aggressive tone. They come at it like, oh, I could do this shit all by myself. Blah blah. And that's why I'm like,
that's really emotional.
Yeah, that's emotional masculinity.
Well, that part I wouldn't say exactly masculinity. It's more so that's masculine to me. They might be emotional over the situation or what's being perceived in this situation, and so that's their way of coming at that. Is saying, well, I be by myself. Which if you coming at it like that, it's gonna fall, because your human nature is gonna be wanting to be apart.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I call bullshit, because I'm like, man, human and shit. Y'all talk about how antisocial I am and I'm socially awkward and all of this shit. But come on, man, I enjoy my peace. I enjoy being alone. But man, let's be real. I when my wife ain't there, it's like, where the fuck y'all at now? Come on back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't see myself getting to this age all this time, not having somebody, not having something.
I think that might be like part of the thing. Like, if somebody's single so long, they just get comfortable.
That is true.
Being alone.
That's true.
Being with somebody is uncomfortable now for them because they've been single so long.
That's true.
I'm not gonna say that's not possible, because I can understand that. I can see that that's possible, but I'm saying, that's not true for the majority of the people that say that to being alone and happy single. Like what was that shit they was talking about a couple months ago about people people celebrating being single on Valentine's Day? Like, no, this day ain't for you. Shut the fuck up. This is for people who have people. This is not for you to be saying anything.
When it comes to something,
you single, shut the fuck up. This ain't for you.
They feel left out.
Well, good. You chose to be single, right? I thought being single was empowering.
I think just because we got something for people together, we do not have to come out and protest on that day and say, "Oh, what about the singles?" We don't need that.
Why don't y'all make your own day?
You ain't gotta make your own date. You ain't everything ain't gotta be put out there like, oh, we gotta come. We got something for that. Like
celebrate.
You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that, man. If you single, it's cool. Be single. And I also gotta say that I think, a big part of why some of them single is, like I said, now that they getting more of the jobs, they going up the ladder. They don't really. I don't want to say don't make time, but they don't be having the time. Yeah. They be focused on their career the whole time.
Yeah.
So another big question is going to come into play is regarding to this, because this is a multi-pronged subject, which means this is not going to be the first or last time we speak on this.
There's a whole lot of.
There's a lot. It's connected to a lot of things, but what is it going to be when they say, are men attracted to women who are successful or have power?
They already talking about that.
No, I'm saying that's part of it. That's part of it. Like because you mentioned a lot of them go to school. A lot of them are being more empowered now, which I am for.
Yeah,
I'm not against
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
So how is it being perceived from a man's perspective when you see a woman of such prestige and has power and empowerment?
I think it depends on how that woman uses that. Like if she tries to like weaponize it and throw it over the man's face, he ain't gonna want to be in that relationship.
That's true, but also, go ahead.
No, I was just saying some women can do both. You know what I'm saying? Can balance it well, be successful and still be in a relationship without trying to.
I agree.
I think that's one half of the coin. The other half of the coin is he gonna be secure enough to deal with a female who have more than him or makes more than him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I've openly said this, and my wife knows this. I'm like, look, when you start making more, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's not gonna change the dynamic, because at the end of the day, my role is to provide and protect.
Yeah.
So even if you make more than me, I'm still gonna provide. And as far as protecting the household, that's something that I don't expect her to do, or something that I would put on the shoulders or lay bare for a woman to do. Right. So I'm always going to be very secure in that aspect of it. Okay, I don't care if you make more money than me. Okay, well,
please go away.
Listen, I joked about that with my wife. I was like, when you get done doing your thing and you you know what I'm saying, you come out making, I say, hey, I can cut back on my days at work.
You're right.
She ain't like that at all.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Shit. Go make $200K.
Shit, bro, she didn't like that shit at all. She like, nah, nigga, you still got to work.
Nigga, go back to the slave shit.
She made that shit clear as day. Like, don't get your hopes up, nigga. Right, that's it. Don't mean you stop. So, but no, I know I'm gonna get crucified with people coming at me what I said earlier about I think it's bullshit when they go hard for that single shit. I don't give it. I don't know.
That's your opinion.
I know, because I don't care, because I do personally believe it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, don't get me wrong. I've said things about, if, I don't want my marriage to end, and I would probably, find myself being single. But that's because of what I'm going through or what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said that's not true for the majority of the people that are talking like that. Most of them are talking like that because they can't find somebody. They are so used to running into these people that are bums, that are assholes, or people that are insecure and can't really appreciate the fact that they have the means. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be looked after. They don't need to be taken care of. Yeah. But see, therein lies the problem, because most dudes, we are givers, we're providers. And if you already got everything, you make it hard for us to be our true selves. Like, we love giving y'all shit. We love providing for y'all.
Well, I mean, everything got to really be anything material.
Well,
what I mean?
no.
You could be there emotionally, mentally, and all that type of stuff.
A lot of dudes can't do that, but I mean, some can.
I mean, you can't do that. That's part of the relationship.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No, that's what I mean. That's part of the problem. That's why I go back to bums and assholes, and you know what I'm saying. And so I'm like, I know we talking about the women, but it's a lot of guys who ain't got their shit together. It's a lot of guys that's not here. They not here as far as in relationships. They don't know, because of the culture perpetrates fucking hoes, fucking bitches, disrespecting them and putting them down and not really. They make fun of Russell Wilson for catering to Sierra.
You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone, man.
I'm saying they call that simpish. They call that simpish.
How is it not? How is it simpish when she chose him? She chose him. He approached her like she wanted to be approached, and she chose him.
Right.
And that's how I met my wife. That's how it is with me and my marriage. Like, people will call me a simp. You call me a simp, it don't affect me. I'm married. Yeah. You know what that word has no.
Now, people saying that because she went from a dude like Future to Russell. You know what I'm saying?
That was her experience. She dealt with a nigga that was nothing and saw that, hey, I don't want to meet no guy like that again.
I don't think they understood that she went through a situation and decided, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They turned around and looked at him and called him a simp. And then look at the fact that she was in a situation, she found out, this is not good for me. I don't need to be this type of person. I need to try this. And she went to try that, and she loved it over there. What's the problem?
I mean, shit, Russell Wilson was married prior. He was married with, think he got a kid or two with his ex-wife. And before he got with Sierra, because I remember seeing when he first got to the NFL, they was interviewing his family and whatever and whatnot. He was married to another woman. Well, I believe so, and I might have to go fact check that, but I'm pretty sure because I remember what I saw. Yeah. I think he got other kids and a wife or ex-wife or whatever and whatnot. So, and he got with Sierra, and then, you know what I'm saying, they doing their thing. And so for the people trying to attack him, I'm like, y'all some miserable fucks. I'm married, and I see what they're doing and how they operate, and I'm like, yeah, that's how me and my wife operate. We lovey-dovey like that.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I'm trying to see what part of it is simpish. I don't understand.
Because of the culture. People have been ingrained into think negative about things.
I think
so what's good is bad and what's bad is good.
They pay him as a simp because he really do the gentleman thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like they looking at him like he's the preppy gentleman guy. Like anytime you treat a girl or a woman a certain way, like, it come across to some of these people as, oh man, he probably lay down and just be being walked over and all that type of
not
shit.
True.
And it's like,
not true.
I don't get it, dude. I don't understand it. No, and it's like, man, come on, like, if that's not what you do, why is you criticizing for what you do?
People are miserable.
Keep doing what you're doing and being by yourself because that's what's going to lead you.
Pretty much.
That's what's going to lead you. And we don't need that toxic shit because that's the reason why we got this cycle we got now. Mm. And then we be up here talking about, man, we can't find no women. These women, because you done got them to a point where they done turned callous. And now they like, I don't fuck with these niggas. I just get what I want out of these niggas and part of us, some of us created them women.
Is that the reason? Like, we so used to toxic shit that when we see a normal, healthy relationship,
well, that's what I just said. It's ingrained in the culture. It's ingrained in the culture, bro.
They made it like that.
That's what I said. What's bad is good. What's good is bad. Yeah. And that's pretty much how it is. And when me and my wife go out on dates, I'll be opening her door, and I know people be seeing that and probably be like, damn, people still do that. Yeah. I've been doing this shit forever. Yeah. Like, I started doing it when I met, she's my wife now, but I started doing that when I met her. Yeah. And still do it all these years later, 16 years later. Right. So, like, that's what y'all would call, simpish behavior. Like opening the door for my lady, the woman who I love and cherish. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't treat her like a bitch. Because I don't treat her like she ain't shit. Because when you start to treat people like they ain't shit, they don't tend to stick around because they've been treated like they're not shit. You know what I mean? Right. Like, and then you wonder why you're by yourself. Yeah. And then you wonder why you're miserable. Right. So it just goes back to what I said about promoting your single shit is bullshit. Because you're just a miserable fuck. And that's how I feel about it.
So it ain't no problem with going back to the
It don't apply to all y'all.
Shit.
But yeah.
Going back to the pick me shit, man. It's nothing wrong with a woman, doing a lot of things or catering to her dude. Especially when we know that if a dude is doing what he's supposed to do, a woman multiply that shit by doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Y'all, if y'all unhappy, man, stay y'all unhappy asses over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
do what you do.
Ain't nobody, because we happy over here and we ain't giving a fuck about your miserable ass. Like, we don't give a fuck about that shit. Stay over there and be miserable.
Boom. we gonna drop the mic on that. We gonna end the show off for that one, and we definitely gonna come back to this topic
with y'all mad ass.
There's a lot more to be said about this, and we definitely need a woman's perspective. So, and we're trying hard to do that. So, we had some things in motion this week, and things fell through. So, we tried.
Fell apart.
We'll try again. So
bad alternator.
Yeah.
It's probably the alternator.
Oh, Lord. Well, anyway, y'all have a safe week out here, as usual. Remember to check us out on YouTube and subscribe to our podcast on anywhere you get your podcast from.
Follow us on all the socials.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
send us $100 each. Oh, that's it.
That's my can jingle. Anything you can spell. I'll get a cash out if y'all want to go paperless. Jiggling. This is Uncultured Roots.
Out. He don't want no money. Just send it to us.
Send it to us. Make the check out the Hershey fly.
Peace.